Now we have stage 4. Now in this stage, you will definitely be making usage of the up B attack because you have these bats who will home in on your position no matter where you are. So you will be making usage of the pogo attack and your up attack very often in this stage. The invulnerability, I believe, only happens when you've gotten rid of a certain number of enemies in a row, but it will barely benefit you if you're doing runs. Now, at the start of this desert-like stage, there's quicksand, which you can die via the quicksand. So you can jump out regularly, or you can pogo your way across so that you won't sink at all. And yes, you will, in quicksand, as you know, you sink fast. All it takes is 2, maybe 3 seconds at most. So we'll start the stage. You can pogo across or just jump your way across, but pogoing is faster and safer. Now you'll see these enemies who are hiding, and once you approach, they'll shoot a projectile bullet at you. You can just get rid of them like so. But if they're curled up, then your projectile weapon won't hurt them. Now the keys you need, just like any other level, can be anywhere. Now, I used to utilize this door until more runners started playing the game and realized instead of wasting one key on a door here, on a door above, you can just bypass that door completely. And what they'll do is they will slide down here and gain an extra key. What that does is now when you reach the next section of the level, you'll have the key that you need for the boss. And to just enter the next section. Now these fans that are placed in the cloud area, they will, depending on where you are on the screen, they might prevent you from jumping. But you'll be able to eventually get past them. And these small clouds, now you have regular clouds that you can stand on and they won't sink. And then there's these other clouds that look just slightly different than the other clouds that you're using as platforms. And you'll notice a difference immediately. See, now here's a fan that's directly in your way. And of course, while you're in the level, you will have those flying enemies, like the bats and whatever those other enemies are, flying right into you. Now, if you're down here, remember, utilize your pogo to cross spikes. The spring can lift you, can give you a high jump. And if you see these are not enemies. You press the button, you attack it, and it will bounce up. It will give you a platform to bounce up to the next high platform. Use the spring, jump up to the cloud, go past the fan. Now, if you didn't pick up an extra key that you didn't use in a door, or you died, you'll have to get whatever keys are needed, which I will show you the location of the key that you need just in case. The key that you'll find is here. And there's one more key. So as you can see, now that I've taken the death, those doors also act as a checkpoint within the stage. You will lose any and all keys that you do have, but any of these doors that you've crossed, that you have entered into, is your checkpoint when you die. So if you immediately fell down here, you'll have to use one of those bouncing platforms to get to the very next area. You'll cross a few more of those shelled enemies. So that's the key that you need, location-wise. And with that ends the level, and now you can fight the boss. Now this boss will actually be very hard to obtain, getting your spinning ninja attack. Your spin and vulnerability attack, unless you time it the timing would be strict depending on where he's hopping. So all you can do, because the timing will be strict if you can get if you can obtain the vulnerability attack against him, because the sound ninja will be hopping across the clouds, and every time he hops, a musical note will home in on your direction, no matter where you are. So the best thing you can do is to lobby the projectile against him, or if you're lucky, get a couple of close-in hits with your staff to do a bit more damage. And of course, if you fall off the clouds, you die.